So 12 units are there. The subject name is web designing with PHP and MySQL. MySQL if also you can call, or you can call MySQL. So this is a unit 1 syllabus, PHP syllabus, you can see. In the unit 1, the syllabus is about, this is an introduction. What is the objective of the unit 1? That is objective, means after learning this unit 1, what we can achieve. After learning this unit 1, what we can achieve, that is an objective of this unit. Next introduction, then the characteristics and its syntax, example program, and the language basics. The language basics example, you can say the data types and operators and variables. These are the examples. Then some control statements and loops we will discuss, and some model examination questions. Summary. So this is the your first unit syllabus. Now see the objective. The objective. So what the university is given the direction to us is, after completing this unit, so we have to make the students comfortable in gaining the better understanding of PHP's characteristics and its functionality, and what are the fundamentals of the PHP and basic programs related to PHP, and good understanding of the conditional and looping statements. So being a trainer, I have to make you to reach all these concepts. That is the objective of this unit. So the experts suggested this objectives. So let's concentrate on one by one now. See what is the introduction. Let's start from the introduction now. So the PHP full form is, so you can call full form or you can call acronym. Both are acceptable, please. PHP acronym. You can call acronym or you can call full form. Okay. Or you can call abbreviation also. That is hypertext preprocessor. Hypertext preprocessor. So this is the full form of the PHP. Okay. This is the full form of the PHP. Hypertext preprocessor. And it is an open source scripting language. It is an open source scripting language. Here open source means it is free of cost. Okay. It is free of cost. Okay. And another thing is what scripting language. So what kind of programming language this means? Scripting language. So there are programming languages are there. There are programming languages. Programming language. In the programming language category, what is PHP is? It is a scripting language. Scripting. So this is scripting language. And we understood that it is an open source. Open source, that means it is free of cost. Okay, we no need to pay. We no need to pay anything. That is the meaning of open source. Okay, and we are combining. And what we can do with PHP? What we can do with PHP? Okay, what we can do with PHP? Now, using PHP, we can build. We can build. We can build dynamic and interactive web pages. Dynamic and interactive web pages. Okay, interactive web pages means we can communicate. Some type of communication you can understand. So that is interactive web pages. So this is, and what are the databases it will support? What are the databases can work with? Okay. So there are list of databases are available. We can work with them, including this PHP. Okay, including this PHP. See here. Okay. The list of databases here is MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle, Sybase, Informix, and Microsoft SQL Server. So these are the databases. With these databases, and we can work with the PHP. The PHP can work with these databases and many more, many more databases. Okay. Now it is a what kind of script? This is we understood that it is a scripting language. What kind of scripting language means? This server-side scripting language. Okay. Scripting language is two types. One is client side. One is client side. Another one is server side. So what's kind of scripting language it is? What kind of scripting language it is? It is server-side scripting language. Okay, that's one point you remember. Server-side scripting language. Okay, and that means PHP script is executed on the server. So that means if you wanted to execute, PHP script, okay, PHP code, okay. So where you have to execute this PHP code? On the server. Okay, on the server. There are so many servers are there available in the market. Some servers are open source and some servers are cost you have to pay. Okay, so that is on server. So on the server, we have to execute the PHP script. So what is the PHP script? It is a server-side scripting language, and it is a open source, and it will work with the databases like MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle, Sybase, Informix, and Microsoft SQL Server. So these kind of databases, we can combine the PHP script. Okay. So if you want to execute the PHP script, what you require, you need a server, and the servers are so many. There are web servers are there, then application servers are there. So you can work with any server. You can work with web server or you can work with application server. Okay, application server. So that is the point. Now, so if you wanted to see uh, if the script is executed on the server and HTML result returned to the browser. So where the output we can see the output on the browser, browser. And browsers like, there are so many browsers are there. And Chrome is there, Firefox is there, Safari is there, Opera is there, Edge, Microsoft Edge is there. So these many browsers are there. Okay. So whatever the browser you would like to see the output, you can open in that browser. That is the point. And PHP code is typically processed by the PHP interpreter. So who will process the PHP program? The PHP interpreter. Okay, interpreter. Remember the word interpreter. We might have understood the concept of compiler and interpreter. Okay, interpreter is one more program. So that will process the PHP program. Okay, so how it will process either as a module or as a daemon sequence or as an executable that uses the common gateway interfaces, CGI. Okay. So the PHP code, who will process this PHP code? PHP interpreter. How it will interpret the PHP code? It will interpret as a module or a demo or executable. Okay. This is the introduction of the your PHP. And so this is developed by and Ramsam Ledroff in 94. Okay. And initially it was, personal homepage. The full form was personal homepage. See, this is a hypertext preprocessor, but initially it was personal homepage. Okay. So nowadays what we are calling it as a hypertext preprocessor. Hypertext preprocessor. So how it is like, it is syntax is like a C language. Syntax is like a C language. Okay. Because the PHP is taken from the C language. The, P- the PHP is taken from the C language. Okay. So this is the introduction of the PHP. I hope it is clear to everyone. So what is PHP? PHP is a scripting language. PHP is a scripting language. What kind of scripting language? It is a server-side scripting language. So what is the acronym of the PHP? It is a hypertext preprocessor. In olden days, how it is used to call personal homepage. Okay. And who developed this PHP? It was developed by Rasmus Ledroff. In which year it is developed? 1994. Okay. And what the type of databases it will support? That is MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle, Sybase, Incomix, and Microsoft SQL Server. Okay. And where you will execute this PHP code? You can execute in the server. Many types of servers are there. Two types of servers are there. One is web server, one is application server. So where you will see the output here, you can see on the browser. How many browsers are there? You can see Chrome, Firefox, Edge, like this, Explorer. These browsers are there. So who will process this PHP code? PHP interpreter. How it will process? It will process as a module or demo or executable. Okay. So where it will derive from the where it is derived from, it is derived from the C language. Okay, the syntax is also like a C language. Now this is the introduction of the PHP. This is the introduction of the PHP. Now we will see characteristics of the PHP. Now see the characteristics of the PHP. We just note down the keywords. We will discuss one by one. Just note down the keywords. The characteristics are the characteristics are one characteristics of the PHP is simplicity. Means easy to write and easy to understand. Okay. And one more is flexibility, open source, efficiency, and security. These are the some characteristics of the PHP. Okay. Now simplicity, how it is simple, how it is simple. See your PHP is simple and easy to learn. So in terms of learning, it is simple. Okay. In terms of learning, it is simple. And it is similar to C language. It is similar to C language. And it is a well organized and logical language. Well organized means for because we are using HTML. So it is organized in a well-defined form. Some data structure it will use. So it is in the well-defined form, organized form. So it is the people with a normal programming language can grasp the essence of this language. That means if you have a basic knowledge, you can easily understand this PHP. Okay. So it has readily accessible predefined functions. So what is the advantage of this PHP now? It is already having the predefined, ready-made functions. Predefined functions means what is already written by the program developers or the program creator who created this, developed this language. So he has already written some predefined functions. Okay, ready-made functions. So because of that, what will happen? So it is advantage to the developers. The developers who build the applications, okay? So it is an advantage for them. So we build the dynamic websites with the secure data. So the developers who build the dynamic websites or applications, it is easy for them because of this predefined functions. So this is the simplicity. The simplicity here in terms of how what are the advantages of the to the users to learn or beginners who are interested to learn the language. The advantage is it is simple. And who are already working professionals who are using this for them developing dynamic websites and secure data. It is easily because of the predefined function, because of the predefined functions. Okay. And it is like a simple C language. It is like simple C language. So if anybody having the basic knowledge on the programming, and they can easily grasp this PHP language. So this is called simplicity. This is called simplicity. Next one is flexibility. Flexibility is called. What is the flexibility here? See, with PHP is embedded in nature. Okay. Embedded in nature means what we are writing inside the HTML. This is HTML. Take the text otherwise. This is HTML. So inside this, we are writing the PHP. Okay. Inside this, we are writing the PHP. Like this, you can understand. Embedding means like that. We are writing inside another scripting language. So that is one scripting language inside the another scripting language. Okay, that is the meaning of embedding. Okay, and it can be integrated with HTML, XML, JavaScript, and many other languages. So that means where you can write in PHP, you can write it in HTML, you can write it in XML, you can write it in JavaScript, and many more other languages. Okay, many more other languages. And PHP can be run on multiple operating systems. Okay, multiple operating systems. If you wanted to run on any operating system, you can run. Example operating systems are what? Linux, Mac, Unix, Windows. Like these operating systems are there in the market. Okay, so that means that PHP can support, we can write it in multiple operating system. And also we can write it in multiple database systems. We can embed in. We can write inside the HTML, XML, JavaScript, okay, and other programming languages. And we can run on the different types of operating systems. Different types of operating systems. Okay. Yes. There is a flexibility. Flexibility means you can take your own operating system. The choice is there. You can take your own scripting language like HTML, XML, JavaScript. The choice is there. Okay. So this is called flexibility. You have a chance to select your own operating system, your own scripting language. So you have a choice. Okay, you have a choice. It's called flexibility. That's why it is called flexibility. Next one, open source. What is open source? Now, as I said in the beginning of that, open source means what? It is available free of cost. You no need to spend some money on this download. Okay. So one of the main reason is PHP is always favored by developer that about services. Okay. It will also it will also the PHP always favored by developers. So that is one reason. So like it offers the services, libraries, frameworks, and other libraries for free. So that means, well, business can access it for a small fee, but it also supports various databases. It's mostly free and can be accessible by anybody at any time. Okay, so that is PHP supporting so many libraries for the offering for the developers. It is offering many services and many libraries and frameworks and other libraries for free. If you wanted to run the business, you have to spend small money or small fee for that. Okay, otherwise it is uh, free of cost to everyone. That is the meaning of the open source. Next one is the efficiency. Efficiency is so efficiency plays an important role. in everybody's. So in web development, the efficiency is play a very important role. Okay. Without efficiency, nobody will not like to use that product or an application. Okay. So what is the speed in development? The speed in web development taken care of by PHP. If any application, if you click, it has to immediately respond. It has to immediately respond. Then only the people will visit the particular website. Otherwise, no one will show interest to visit the website if it is taking more time to respond. If it is taking more time to respond. So PHP is one of the fastest scripting languages. Okay. It can connect it to the database and load the data in an instant. And in additional, it's providing a built-in database management system also. Okay. Example is the session management, which removes the unwanted memory locations and will supports effective error reporting and exception. So this is an efficiency. The next one is security. Next one is security. And PHP is one of the most secure platform, which is more secure platform. And the majority of the PHP's predefined functions support the data encryption options. So keeping your data more secure. So with these features, the PHP is providing the security to the users because they are using the PHP developed web applications. If anybody using, it is giving us security by providing data encryption options. So these are the some characteristics and the features of the PHP. The characteristics of the PHP. So we discussed what is introduction to the PHP, then we discuss the characteristics of the PHP, and we discuss so in real world where we can use the PHP. Okay, in real world where we can use the PHP. Okay. Let's see, the PHP can do everything as a CGI program can do. PHP can do everything a CGI program can do. That is what the common gateway interface, how it will perform, give the performance in a similar way PHP also giving the performance that we have. Okay. Example is collecting the form data, generating dynamic pages, okay, page content, and sending and receiving the cookies. Okay, these are the kind of services provided by the PHP. You see, what are the kind of applications we will implement the PHP? Where we will exactly implement the PHP is, can see, you can see here the following the real world applications of the PHP script. So where we can exactly implement this PHP script is one is on the server side scripting, what is on the server side scripting, the next one command line on scripting, Next one, writing desktop applications. In these areas, the PHP can be implemented. PHP script can be implemented. Okay. Now just read these three. Just read once. Just have a once. You will understand one by one. Now, one area is implementing where we will implement is server side. We'll implement in the server side scripting, and we'll also implement in the command line scripting, and also implement in the desktop applications. Okay. Now, these are the areas. In these three areas, we'll implement we will use the PHP script. Just remember that, and individually we will discuss these implementations. Excuse me. So one is server-side scripting, the other one is command line scripting, the other one is and desktop applications. Okay. Now let's see how we have to write the PHP syntax, how we have to begin the application PHP code, how we need to save the PHP file. Okay, these are things we will discuss now one by one. So here, see the syntax here. How we have to write the PHP syntax here. Now see this angle bracket and this angle bracket. This is a left angle bracket, this is a right angle bracket. And this is a question mark, question mark. Then after you are writing the word called PHP. And between this, we are writing the PHP code. Okay. Once again, you just see once. Angle bracket open and close. Question mark open and close. Then PHP, right, start. Then in between that, you are writing the complete PHP. So this is the syntax. This is the syntax. Now we have to save the PHP file. Okay. So what is the PHP file extension? Dot PHP. Dot PHP. So you have to save the PHP file with dot .php extension, file extension. Okay. Dot .php file extension. Now see here, we have written the HTML. So most of the people might have have the knowledge on the HTML. So because we are writing the script, PHP script inside the HTML. Now just before we understood that the PHP can be embedded, you can write in HTML, XML, JavaScript. These areas we can write the PHP script. So in that process, I have selected the HTML. So in later classes, we will use the XML also, JavaScript also. But I'm beginning with the HTML now. So you see the HTML here. This is the angle bracket open and close. This is the exclamatory mark. And this is a doc type. Doc means document, the type. And we are writing the HTML. There is a document type. What type of document we are writing means we are writing the HTML. Inside the HTML, we are writing the PHP. So yeah, this is the PHP. Okay. So the HTML is, this is the tag, this is the opening tag, and this is the closing tag. So inside this, we have to write the PHP code. So HTML, we have written body tag open and close. And we written the H1 open and close. And after that, we are writing the PHP script. See this angle bracket open and close, question mark open and close, and the PHP. Inside this, we are printing what? We are writing one echo. After that, some statements. Okay. And whatever the inside H1 you have written, that will display here as it is. And what is echo you have written, that will also display here. So this is the how we can write the PHP code. Okay. Can write the PHP code. Let's take this program. I'm giving just a few seconds. Take this program. Yes, noted down the program. So this is a program. Now let us execute this program. Let us execute this program. I'm taking the, I'm sharing my complete computer otherwise. So I'm taking the Notepad++. Notepad++, I'm taking the new. Here, I'm placing the program. Here, doc type open and close. HTML open and close. And this is the body. Inside HTML, we are writing the head. We are opening and closing the head also. Inside the head, we are writing the title. The title we are writing is uh, first PHP page. And we are closing the title. And this one, give a tab space. And inside the body, we are writing the PHP script. So this is a PHP script. Now I'm going to file and clicking on save. So I'm taking here one place. I'm selecting this PC, selecting from drive. I'm selecting and drive. I'm selecting. Here I'm creating a folder, PHP workspace. If you wanted, you can create a one folder, separate folder. If you want, you can create. And here, save as type is I'm taking hypertext markup language file because the PHP script we have written inside the HTML. And here I'm giving uh, dynamic page, PHP page dot HTML. Click on save. So here, what we have written here, hello world, we have written. And inside H1 tag, we have written the my first PHP page. And this is the title. So save this. Go to the your location where you have saved. Where we have saved. This is a PHP workspace. So here, right click and open with any page, any web browser. If you want, you can select. See what we written here. My first PHP page. Okay. So actually, we need to print the hello world. Um, just a minute, we'll check. In the title page, whatever you have written, that will be displayed. So let us save with .php. Otherwise, is the hypertext preprocessor. PHP. And dot PHP. Save and go to here. So we need to put it inside the server to open this file actually. Forgot actually we need to install the server. So when you install the server, you can execute this program. Okay. What we understood when you install a server, so inside the server, if you keep this file, if you keep this program, okay, you can execute this program. So, but meanwhile, we will take a online support where the server already is there. We take that and we will check this program. So whether it is working properly or not. Now let us check an online support, online website. If you want, you can take it. Go to here. And, yes. Now see, just I'm writing one echo statement. Just I'm writing one echo statement here. This is my PHP page. Okay, this is my PHP page. Now, on this, we need to display this message on this console. Okay, this is displayed. So this website is already using the server. So this program is running from the server actually. So that's why we are able to get the output here. Okay. So for this, if you wanted to add, you can add the header tag also. You wanted to add, can add the edit tag, can add title also. The title. This is the body. The now see this. The HTML is open. HTML is open and close. This is HTML. This HTML is open and close. And this head is open and close. This title is open and close. And the body is open and close. And this PHP, this is open and close. And this the user defined text. Within the double quotes, these double quotes open and close. Within the double quotes, whatever we are writing, that is displayed on the console. This is displayed on the console. Okay. So this is how we have to write the PHP inside the HTML. We understand this. Now this is completely HTML. So this is only the PHP now. This is only the PHP. Now remaining all these, this is HTML. This is HTML. So inside this HTML, we are writing the PHP. So this is called embedding. Means we are writing inside the HTML. This is called embedding. Okay. Now inside this HTML, we are writing the PHP syntax. So what is the PHP syntax we have understood in the first beginning? This angle bracket, open and close. Question mark, open and close. And this PHP is a keyword. We have to write. And after that, we are writing the echo statement. Okay, what is echo? We will discuss in future class. And after that, we are writing this with double quotes open and close. And semicolon is compulsory. And within this, inside this, we are writing the user-defined statement. So this statement, whatever you write, that will display on the console. This is called console. You can call output screen. You can call console also. So this is how the PHP will execute the program. Okay. Now let's see the textbook now. Come to back now. Now coming back. So this is the program we have seen. What is the PHP program? This is they have discussed here. Yes, the PHP code is organized into PHP code blocks. So that is from PHP. This is the end, beginning and end. So what is equal here? Equal is a piece of PHP code. Okay. And the arguments are a list of expressions. So with the echo keyword, that is echo keyword. And the question mark, and we write the quotation mark rather than the parenthesis. So we are not writing the parenthesis like this. If you want to, in other language, we used to have parenthesis, but here we are writing the quotation. So inside this quotation, we are writing the content. Okay. So any character enclosed on the quotation mark is called strings. So within this quotation mark, whatever you write, that is called what? Strings. You can say that is a strings. Okay. So this is the program. Now we see some kind of language basics. Some kind of language basics we can see the PHP related language basics. What is a variable, data type, operators? All these concepts you might have understood in the your previous classes. From the first semester onwards, you might have studied what is variable, data type, and operators. Okay, but even then we will discuss, even though you have studied in your previous class, but I will discuss again then in this class. Okay, now what are the C language basics here? The basics are here, the data types, variables, operators. So what are these? Data types, variables, operators. Now we'll see one by one now. Now see what is the data type here? The data type defines the kind of data a variable can hold. So there are 8 data types in PHP, which are divided into 3 categories. Which are divided into 3 categories. So that is predefined data types, user-defined data types, and special data types. So understood, there are data types are there. The data types are, they are categorized into 3 classifications. So one category is predefined data types is one, and user-defined data type is one, and special data types is one. Okay, now see this trees classification. These are the predefined data types: integer data type, double or float data type, string data type, and Boolean data type. And whereas in the user-defined data types, they are array and objects. In the special data types, that is null and resource. So these are the classifications of the data types. If you want to take a note down quickly, in just a few seconds, just note down very fast. Just note it down. Okay. Now we'll discuss one by one. Discuss one by one now. Now, predefined data types. The predefined data types means it is already defined by the program creators. You can call developers or you can call creators. The program we created and that person or team, it is already developed some kinds of data types. These data types nature or behavior we cannot change. As it is, you have to use these data types. We cannot change anything in this behavior. Now see, we can predefine data types. We can also call built-in data types. We can also call primitive data types. The multiple names are there. We can call built-in data types. We can call primitive data types. We can call predefined data types. So, so without declaring these data types, we can use. So we no need to inform to the interpreter or we no need to write in the program Okay. Without informing, without writing, you can use these data types. So these are readily available. You can also publish the data types. Okay. You can access it or directly you can access. You don't need to mention or you don't to declare them and directly access these data types. So the interpreter doesn't give error, any error. This is the three different data types. So what are the synonyms of the three different data types? The different you can call three different data types. You can call built-in data types. You can call input data types. Okay. Example what an integer, double, string, boolean. The double also you can call what float. Okay. With the we'll discuss one by one again. Laboratory we will discuss one by one. Next, user different data types are what? The array and objects. So these data types are declared by the user. Means it is like homemade you can call. Ready-made, homemade. Ready-made means already written by someone. Okay, you are using. But user defined means you only have to declare, you only have to write everything. That is user defined. Okay. Now these are not built in and are actually derived from the all the existing data types. Okay. So these are not the built-in data types, but they are derived. They are derived from existing data types. So what are the existing data types then? These are the list of existing data types. From these data types are derived. Okay. That is. So these data types are also called compound data types. What is another name for user defined data types? When called compound data types. So because they can hold multiple values, they can hold multiple values. They can hold multiple values. These are user defined data types. So example of what? Array objects. Array. Next one, what special data type? Special data type there are none. So these are the classifications of the data types. These are the classifications of the data types. Now we discuss one by one now. What is integer data type? What is a double or float data type? Okay. And next one, what is string data type? What is a Boolean data type? What is array, objects, and research? Like this one by one, we have to discuss elaborately. Okay. Now see what the integer data type we see now. The integer data type we see. Now, an integer data type again it is classified into see decimal and octal and hexadecimal. Integer data type is divided into how many? One is a decimal integer you can call an octal integer, one is hexadecimal integer. Okay. These are the classifications of the integer data type. And see here, decimal, octal, hexadecimal. If you study the number system, you have an idea of what is the decimal number, what is the octal number, what is the hexadecimal. Decimal number you can take, it will start from 0 to 9. In the decimal number, the base is 10. And octal number will start from 0 to 7. That's why its base is 8. And hexadecimal will start from 0 to 16. So that's what the base is 16. So this is the data types, integer data type classification. So remaining all data types we will discuss in the next class. So till then, just to go through the all different concepts. So we'll see in the next class again.